Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Angela.
How are you?
Good. Paula's not in today,
Oh, okay.
and Michelle's gonna be doing my dispos, and she's never done any Zoom, so we're gonna try to bring her into the Zoom family.
Okay.
All right. And nobody else is with us yet.
Okay. I'll just hang out.
All right, stay tuned.
Zion Pablo. Oh, he's already online. Huh? Oh, I'm on it, yeah.
First thing you gotta do is print out. Mr. Stewart, are you there? Mr. Stewart, are you connected?
Yes, I am.
Good morning. Mr. Stewart, I've got a file here from April 16, 2020, a misdemeanor charge of false pretenses. This is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Manarino, is there an offer on Mr. Stewart's file?
Judge, there's no offer and there's $383.98 in restitution.
389,
$383.98.
38398.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Stewart, you can enter a plea to that charge or we can put it on the trial docket. Do you understand your options?
Yeah, you would please.
She's not making any offer, so you could plead guilty or you could plead no contest. If you plead no contest, what you're telling me is you're not fighting the charge against you. If I can find a factual basis from some other place that supports that plea, like the police report, for example, then I can go forward. And from that point forward, it's like a guilty plea. You'll be sentenced. This would go on your record as a criminal conviction. And we go forward that way. Do you understand the options?
Yeah, but if I plead guilty, it's going on my record also, or
Yeah, guilty or no contest, either one, it goes on your record as a criminal conviction. If you're prepared to go forward without an attorney, that's fine. If you want to talk to a court-appointed attorney, I'll put you in a waiting room until our court-appointed attorney joins us.
how long would that be?
Oh, it should be any minute now.
Okay, I'll just talk to the attorney.
All right, I'm going to stick you in the waiting room until we make that happen.
Okay.
Mr. McCormick, can you hear me, sir? Brianna, what is your full name?
Brianna Hendricks.
Thank you. What time were you scheduled?
I believe 8:30. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's find your file, see what we got. All right, you've got a file here for November 15, 2020. The charge is operating while intoxicated. Ms. Manarino, is there an offer for Ms. Hendricks?
Impaired.
All right. Ms. Hendricks, the charge of operating while intoxicated is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. And it's got some fairly serious license sanctions with the Secretary of State. The impaired driving is up to $300 fines plus court costs, up to 93 days in jail. License sanctions are a little bit less. The prosecutor made the offer to the lesser included offense of impaired driving. If you plead to that charge, we'll dismiss the original charge of intoxicated driving. Are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney? Or would you like to speak to one?
I would like to speak to one.
All right, I'll put you in the waiting room till we can make that happen.
Okay.
Morning, Jim.
How are you, Judge?
Good. Hey, Jim, we've got a guy, we tried to do a pretrial by Zoom back on August 27th. The guy's name is Stanley Cole. He's scheduled at 9, disorderly person charge. My note was he got belligerent with me on Zoom. So I just made a note we were going to schedule him for a live pretrial. And of course, that never happened. So he's already called as of about 8:02, I think, and tearing up our phone operators, being nasty with them because he doesn't know what to do with Zoom. So I think I'm going to have Dan call him when Dan gets, I've already got people waiting to talk to Dan, but I
Okay,
think I'm going to give Dan his phone number and see if Dan can maybe get him through the process.
okay, that's no problem. And the offer's still the same.
Thanks. Hey, Dan,
Morning, guys.
I've got 2 in the waiting room for you, Dan. Tyrone Stewart is a Van Buren false pretenses file. Angela's not making an offer on that one, and there's $383.98 due on restitution. The other one in the waiting room is Brianna Hendricks. She's charged with intox. The offer is impaired. And then when you catch up with the quote unquote live bodies, we've got a guy, his name's Stanley Cole. It's an airport disorderly. We tried this in August with him and he got so nasty with me, I just kicked him out of the meeting.
Okay.
The offer was a 4-month delayed sentence. He's called this morning already getting nasty with all the clerks. I told him, just tell the guy, we've got his phone number. We'll try to take care of him on the phone. So when you catch up with these 2 that we've got in Zoom, I'd like you to just call him and see if maybe you can calm his ass down so we can accomplish something today.
Okay.
His number is 607-331-5153. His name is Stanley Cole.
Okay.
And
I got it.
Michelle, we're going to bring in Mr. Stewart, and then I'm going to have you put Mr. Stewart and Mr. Batar in a breakout room. Mr. Stewart, we're going to put you in a room with your attorney so you can have a conversation.
Okay.
Dan, are you seeing anything for a breakout room? Michelle's trying to assign you.
Haven't seen anything yet, Judge.
Hey, Angela,
Yes, Judge.
I'm showing another file for Mr. Stewart.
From Monday?
It was a DWS. It shows it was scheduled March 29, but I don't know what happened on March 29.
He did not appear. It was that docket I had with Al on Monday. He wasn't here.
Okay. Would you be willing to make an offer on that one as well?
Yeah, I think that one, let me just pull it up. I thought that was a no ops on that one, but let me just double check real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a no ops charge.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Angela, I'm bringing in a Tina Chesternut scheduled at 8:50.
Okay.
You've got a funny rattle coming on when you unmute.
Oh, all right. When we get a break, I'll
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Chesternut.
Good morning.
I have a couple files here with your name on them from March 21. Excuse me, March 12, excuse me. I've got a civil infraction unlicensed vehicle, and I've got a misdemeanor violation of technical requirements. And from January 13, I've got a violation of technical requirements. The two violation of technical requirements charges are misdemeanors, each one punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs, each one up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Manarino, is there an offer for Ms. Chesternut to consider?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Chesternut, are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to an attorney? Thank you.
I can go forward without.
All right. So you can enter a guilty plea to the misdemeanors and a responsible plea to the civil infraction, or we can set the civil infraction for a formal hearing and set trials on the misdemeanors. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to do today, ma'am?
I'll plead guilty.
All right. Tell me what the technical requirement violations were on March 12th and January 13.
Was one of them was a property maintenance? Was that involving the wood pallet? I had contractors doing the roof and siding. I didn't know that that was trash. I actually thought they were coming back to pick that up. And then one night when I was driving home, I saw a sticker on the wood. So I stopped my car and I got out and read it. And it said I had 24 hours to move it. So I tried to move it. I'm a single woman by myself and I could not lift it. So in the morning when I got up to see if it was still there, it was gone. But I had no idea that it was trash and that the contractors left it for me to dispose of.
Okay. That's the one from January. It's about the pallet. From March
Okay.
12, it looks like it was something to do with a trailer or vehicle. What was going on then?
Yes. I pulled the vehicle outside of the garage and could not get it back started. It was literally broken in a driveway. And yes, the plates were expired, but I recently had it towed and it's gone.
Okay. And what was there something with a trailer or just vehicles?
That was just a vehicle.
Okay. All right. I can accept your pleas. Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work?
For Chrysler, known as Stellantis now.
Yeah. And how long have you been with the company?
Since 2005.
Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
Just that I did not know that that pallet was actually there for me to remove. I thought that the contractors were responsible for that and that was something that they would, it didn't look like trash. I thought it was something that they were coming back to get because they were leaving stuff and coming back. And I didn't know that that was literally something for me to dispose of. And,
Okay.
and the vehicle is 110% my fault. I could not move it, get it started. I had people trying to start it and I just towed it and got rid of it now.
All right. I'm going to suspend fines and costs on the civil infraction and close that one. Each of the misdemeanors, $145 for a total of $290. I can set you up with a payment plan on a monthly basis, or I can just give you a due date if you can pay it all within 30 days.
I could pay it all within 30 days.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
You're all set.
Um, I'm sorry, I do have one more question.
Go ahead.
How would I find out what's the due date on it?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How will I find out when it's due, or just pay it
Pay it
within
within 30 days. Yep.
Okay, so
Anytime
it's,
between now and 30 days from now will keep you on good track.
okay, and it's $290.
145 times 2, correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Dan, your appearance for Mr. Stewart, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Daniel Batar on behalf of Tyrone Stewart.
And Mr. Batar, while you were in the breakout room with your client, I realized that we have another file from Van Buren Township with his name on it, a drove while license suspended charge. Mr. Stewart, you had a court date on that one this past Monday. You missed that, so we should be able to take care of it today. The offer on that one, Mr. Batar, is a no ops. So if you want me to stick you back in a breakout, I can.
What exactly?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Mr. Stewart?
The no ops?
Judge, yeah, could you put me in a breakout room with him? I'll explain it to him, please.
Sure. Michelle, can you do that again?
Judge, what's the case number on that no ops, on the DWLS? I'm sorry.
184918.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning, Judge Oakley.
Do you have a specific client you're calling in on?
I have 3 this morning, Your Honor. I have Mr. LaFord. I have Mr. Hills at 11. And then I have a Mr. LaFord is at 9:40. I have one at 9:10. That is. I know I got one at
Logwood.
9:10.
Logwood.
Logwood, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Neither one of them are with us yet, so we'll keep an eye on them.
All right.
Judge, I'm gonna restart real quick and see if that
Yeah, go
resolves
ahead.
the issue.
Probably the easiest way, Michelle, is assign them to another room.
I can join breakout room number 1 on my own.
Mr. Stewart, can you see your join breakout room number 1 at the bottom of your screen?
That breakout room ended.
Yeah, about that. It was right there though.
All right. Well, now that it ended, Michelle can put you back in it, I think. Okay, gentlemen, back on the record with Mr. Stewart's files.
Yes, Judge Daniel Batar again on behalf of Mr. Stewart. Judge, on the 18 case, the driving on suspended, Mr. Stewart is going to take the people's offer, please. With respect to the other case, Judge, we're just asking for another pretrial, and if Ms. Manarino can get me a police report, we can go over the specifics of the case prior to that next pretrial.
I bet she can do that. All right, Mr. Stewart. Oh, hold on. All right, Mr. Stewart, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on November 21, 2018?
Yes.
At that time, were you suspended?
Yes, I was.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. Showing your address on Meadowview, that's a good one.
Yes, it is.
And 265-6349, good number for phone.
Yes.
And your license is valid now. Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work and how long have you been there, sir?
Marsh plating, 3 months.
Good. All right, is there anything you want me to consider on this file, sir, before I set the terms of sentence?
Well, I paid you. I just paid a fine with you guys for, I think, $500.
That
Or
probably
so.
got you cleared up on some stuff so you can get your license back?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. All right, so on the no valid operator's license on person charge, total fines and costs, that includes the 2 misdemeanor taxes. Yeah, I see the clearance fee has been paid on this one already. So that includes the 2 state misdemeanor tax and victims fund fee. The total on the file is $600. I can give you a due date if you pay it within 30 days, or I'll set you up with a monthly payment plan, whatever works best for you.
I took monthly payment plan.
How much can you pay every month, and when do you want to start it?
I can pay at least 50 every month. I can start it today.
Yeah, I don't want you to do it today if you're going to do it online, because that's going to waste money. If you pay it online, you have to pay a third-party vendor.
Oh, okay.
So your 50 is going to cost you more than 50. So I can give you a couple weeks to get it started. You can drop payment off at our Dropbox, bring cash it up between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., however you want to handle that.
Okay, I'll do
All
that.
right.
Then.
So let's start it by April 16th. That plenty of time?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about a due date, or excuse me, a pretrial date for the false pretenses. Let's do June 17th. 9:30.
Okay.
All right. All right. Any questions, sir?
Not at all.
All right. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Dan, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the young lady, Miss Hendricks, so you can talk to her
Judge, I'm
about her
sorry.
drinking and driving.
I was talking to my bench trial guy that's scheduled for 11 right now when you finished up with Mr. Stewart. Did you set a date for that pretrial on the false pretenses?
I did. June 17, 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Miss Hendricks, Mr. Batar is your attorney. We're going to put you in a breakout room so you can have a private conversation with him.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Miss Wesley.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. I've got a number of files with your name on them, so let's find out what we're dealing with.
Okay.
From December 7, 2020, we've got a civil infraction, failed to stop, assured clear distance ahead.
Okay.
Also from that date, we've got a civil infraction, no proof of insurance. And from that date, we've got a misdemeanor, failed to stop or identify at a property damage accident. That misdemeanor carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Manarino, is the township offering any kind of a plea deal?
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment on this matter. I was unable to make contact with the complainant, and I'd like to do that before making an offer to Ms. Wesley.
Okay. Ms. Wesley, you understand that?
Yes,
Any objection?
no objection, no.
All right, we'll adjourn these till June 17. And let's do 9 o'clock.
Okay. Perfect.
Your address on Bailey Street, a good address?
Yes,
Phone number 313-728-6883?
yes.
Okay, and I'm showing a 2015 file that you'll still owe money on. Looks like you're behind on your payment plan. Can you get a payment sent in?
Yeah, I can try and do that this week, or if
Yeah.
not, this is next week. I'm just on unemployment, so it's a little hard, that's all.
I got you. Yeah, just throw us a bone.
Okay,
All right?
okay, thank you. I really
All right, so
appreciate it.
we'll send a notice out for that June 17th date.
Okay, sure.
You're all set.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You as well.
Bye.
Judge, on Stewart, I heard that the false pretenses was adjourned. What did he do with the
Oh, he took a
DW?
no ops. Yeah, he took a
Okay.
no ops plea. Yep,
Perfect, thank you.
you're welcome. All right, let's see if Mr. McCormick can talk to us yet. Michelle? Yeah, thanks.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Good morning, Ms. Jones.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
What time were you scheduled?
8:30.
Okay. Let's find your file. I think she's under Renee, top of the
Yeah.
docket. There you are. Yep. Hyphenated names always give us trouble with the computer labels.
Mhm.
All right, we've got a file here from April 16, 2020, misdemeanor charge of false pretenses, punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
What? 93 days in jail.
Up to. I have to tell you what the possible penalty is.
Okay.
Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Manarino, is there an offer?
Yes, Judge, Miss Stewart was in, or I'm sorry, Miss Jones was in the same incident as Mr. Stewart, who we just spoke with. So the offer to Miss Jones is 6 months under 771. The restitution is the same, it's the same amount because it was the same incident. So
Right.
however that gets handled.
Okay. All right. Ms. Jones, the offer is if you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor is suggesting a 6-month delay sentence. What that means is it'll give you a chance to keep this from going on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. If you take that deal, I'll hold this file open for 6 months. I'll tell you to stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, and I'll tell you to pay some court costs and some restitution. As long as you pay the money and stay out of trouble, at the end of 6 months, this would then be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a conviction. Do you understand that offer?
Yes.
Do you have enough information to make a decision, or would you like to speak to an attorney before going forward?
Would
Ma'am?
hold on, my earbuds is not working.
Can you repeat that?
I can.
The second part?
Well, what did you hear? That might be easier on me.
You said if I would plead guilty, then it would be open for 6 months. And I would,
The offer from the prosecutor is if you plead guilty, there'll be a delayed sentence for 6 months. That means you have to stay out of trouble during that 6 months, no new criminal charges. And you have to pay court costs and restitution. If you pay the money you're supposed to pay and stay out of trouble for 6 months, then at the end of 6 months, the file would be dismissed.
if I plead guilty,
Correct.
and if I don't,
Then we can set this case for trial.
I'm not even guilty.
And I also told you, if you want to talk to an attorney, we can have, give you that option today.
And what would they do for me?
Advise you.
Is that gonna cost money?
Not today.
Okay, I would like to do that.
All right, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room until we have an attorney available to speak to you.
Okay.
Oh, how's that?
Okay.
Mr. Bitar,
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Jones is charged with false pretenses, same incident Mr. Stewart is. She's got an offer from the prosecutor of a 6-month delayed. She'd like to get some advice from you as well, if you don't think it's a conflict, to at least give her some advice today.
Sure.
All right, so Ms. Jones, just hang out until we can have Mr. Bitar talk to you. Are you ready on Ms. Hendricks' file?
Yes, Daniel Bitar on behalf of Ms. Hendricks, Your Honor. Judge, I've had a chance to go over the offer with her and the consequences of entering a plea on this case. She's going to take advantage of the offer today.
Thank you. Ms. Hendricks, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to impaired driving today?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for that charge?
Yes.
And you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bitar?
Yep.
All right. Did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on November 15, 2020?
Yes.
And prior to driving that vehicle, did you consume some alcohol?
Yes.
And Mr. Bitar, was there a breath or blood test?
There was a blood test, Judge. It was 0.227.
All right. I'll accept the plea to impaired driving. I will dismiss the original charge. Your address on Canyon, a good one?
Yep.
How about a phone number for you?
734-231-1106.
And do you have an email?
Yep. It's Brianna, BREANNA HBHS 3@gmail.com.
So it's Brianna HBHS, like Belleville High School, number 3@gmail.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to put you on a personal bond. Well, first, let me back up. The next step is our probation department's going to contact you and schedule a Zoom interview. Based on that interview between you and a probation officer, the probation department's going to put together a report and recommendation. Mr. Bitar will get a chance to look at that report. You'll get a chance to look at that report. I'll get a chance to look at that report. And then the three of us will get together for a future sentencing date. And that's when I'm going to tell you what your penalties are. Do you understand all that?
Yep.
All right. So your bond is 2 conditions. Number 1, you're going to cooperate with probation and Mr. Bitar so we can move this case forward. And number 2, you are not to purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's script. So no prescription, no mood-altering substances, no drugs, no marijuana, no alcohol. Got all that?
Yep.
All right. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $500 if you violate bond?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Bitar?
No.
Any questions for me?
No.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
And Dan will put you in a breakout room with your new client, Miss Renee Jones.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry.
We're putting you in a breakout room with the attorney.
Okay.
And Angela, I'm gonna call, he's not yours, but I'm just letting you know what's going on because you've been so nice waiting for us. I'm gonna call this guy that I can't get connected.
Oh, okay. I'll just hang out.
Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good. Who's your client?
Lachey Webb,
Webb? What time are they scheduled?
9 o'clock.
All right, don't see, oh, there we go. Bringing them in.
Thank you.
All right, counsel, your appearance for Ms. Webb.
Your Honor, Bradley Friedman on behalf of Lachey Webb.
And counsel, I've got a plea offer in the file. I don't know if you spoke to Mr. Mentor about that already.
I have, Judge. It should be
What's
an
your pleasure?
executed plea, Judge.
I'm sorry, say again?
I spoke to my client about it. I signed off on it yesterday, sent it over to Mr. Mena.
Thank you very much. All right, Ms. Webb, you're pleading guilty to the charge of a weapons violation at the airport on January 6, 21. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, you understand the rights and options you have after going over those with counsel?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge, correct?
Correct.
And understanding all of that, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
Ma'am, tell me what you had at the airport on January 6, 2021 that you should not have had.
I had my firearm inside of my handbag.
All right. Counsel, you satisfied?
I'm satisfied, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Webb, Crossbow Circle, that's still a good address for you?
Yes, sir.
Could I have a phone number, please?
313-646-0156.
Thank you, ma'am. Counsel, what else should I consider before I set terms?
Your Honor, we discussed the sentencing being delayed under 771.1.
Sure.
I also, as you can see in the agreement, discussed with Mr. Mena, the gun can be returned upon completion of probation. That would be a 3-month term of probation. Judge, I've known my client for a long time. She's an upstanding citizen. This was certainly a mistake or oversight on her behalf. She was rushing to the airport. The gun, she has a CPL for it. It's a legal gun. She's had it for years. This is certainly just a mistake and an oversight. So
okay,
I'd ask that you consider that. I'd ask that you put her on. You fine her, but give her a small monetary fine and allow her to serve the 3 months. As I indicated, I have no expectation that she's going to be in trouble again or that you're going to hear her name again. That it be closed out under 771.1. I don't know if the court's going to set a review in 3 months or not, But at that point, I'd ask that she be allowed to, again, go retrieve her weapon.
Okay. Yeah, no problem with any of that. Ms. Webb, you're gonna have to contact the PD at the end of the 3-month period. That's on you.
Okay, I will.
Okay? Council can certainly help you with that.
Okay.
Anything you want to tell me, ma'am, before I set the terms of the sentence?
No, I agree with what my counsel said.
Okay. All right. 3-month delayed sentence. You can stay out of trouble for another 3 months, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. I can set you up with a monthly payment plan, or I can just tell you to pay it within 30 days.
Okay, I'll pay it within 30 days.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Counsel, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good seeing you.
Same here. Stay safe.
Mr. Friedman, how are you?
Mr. Bittahar, a long time. Good to see you too.
In a little while. Take care.
Yep, you too.
And Dan, are you ready on the lady's file? We lost the lady.
Yeah, she might still be in the breakout room.
No, she was in and she's gone again. Like,
Well, there
she's
is
gone.
There's definitely a conflict, Judge. She'll need somebody else appointed to represent her.
All right. Hey, Jeff. You're muted.
Yes, sir.
All right, I had a lady. Oh, is she? Stick her in another breakout room. And then stick Jeff in the same one after I tell him what's going on. So Dan just talked to the lady. He also talked to her co-defendant earlier this morning. So there's a conflict. It's a false pretenses charge. Her offer is a delayed sentence 6 months. There is just under $400 restitution that's got to be dealt with. But Dan says there's a conflict. He can't represent her in the COD as well. So I'm going to stick you in a breakout room and have a conversation with her.
Absolutely. What's your name, Judge?
Her name is Jeanette Renee-Jones. So Michelle's going to try to stick you in a breakout room so you can talk to the lady. You got it. Good. You're getting the hang of it. Let's find out who this Myron Barnes is. Good morning, Mr. Barnes. Nope.
I'm trying to get my mic to come on.
You got it. You got it. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Great. I've got a file from May 7, 2020. It's got your name on it. Malicious destruction of private property. That's a misdemeanor. It carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines, plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Ms. Manarino, is there an offer for Mr. Barnes to consider?
Yes, Your Honor, 771 for 6 months. There's also $498 in restitution.
All right. So the offer is, if you plead guilty to this charge, we do a delayed sentence for 6 months, give you a chance to keep this from staying on your criminal history record. You understand that?
Yes.
So I'd order you to stay out of trouble for 6 months, no new criminal charges. I'd assess court costs and order restitution. Do you understand the offer?
Yes.
Are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
No, I'll just move forward with it to get it over with.
All right, and can you make a decision on that offer?
Oh yes, I can take that offer.
All right. On May 7, 2020, tell me what property you damaged.
It was an altercation with me and my brother, and he had came out to my house and bust my window. So I retaliated and I drove out to his house, and then I hit his girlfriend's car. I kicked the car in front of my house when he had pulled up in front of my house after the fact. So I did that trying to get back at him and stuff, just doing it out of anger and things, and just things of that nature. And I went back out to his house, and then when I went out to his house, I went out to his house kicking his car again, and then that's when they called the police on me, and then that's when I got charged for the malicious destruction of property.
All right. I can accept the plea. Your address on Robert Circle, is that a good one, sir?
Yes.
And a phone number, 328-4637?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Are you working?
Yes, I'm at work right now on break, but I should be done hopefully by the time we done with this.
All right, who do you work for?
Ford Motor Company.
Good. How long you been with the company?
I just started last Monday.
All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms?
I don't know if it's possible, but I had gave that person who car I destroyed some money, so I don't know. But that was last year when I was trying to make a payment arrangement with her before she had charged me with this. So I don't know if I'm able to like use any of the funds, like the I think it was like $150 I sent her towards the damage. So I don't know if I'm able to use that towards this case or if that just get wiped out and that doesn't matter.
The restitution amount, the restitution amount excludes the payment that was previously made by Mr. Barnes.
Okay.
We've already taken that into account with the 498 is the balance.
Okay. And the 498, what's the 498 is not for his brother, it's for his brother's lady friend.
Yeah, Miss Ware, yes.
All right. We got that?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Is it a time limit on when I'm supposed to have this paid in or?
Yeah, as soon as you can.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll work with you on payments, but just get it done so we can close the file out.
Okay.
All right. If it's not done within the 6 months, then I'm not going to close the file in 6 months.
Right. Okay.
So restitution is 498, court costs are 500. We can do a regular monthly payment plan on that if that helps you.
Yes, that'll be fine. But if if in between, if I get like extra money that I got,
you can always pay extra.
Weeks, okay.
Always pay extra. All right. And I would suggest that you pay us the 498 because then we can keep track of it and send it to her.
Okay.
All right. So how much can you pay every month and when can you start?
I can start next week and I can just I can start with a payment of well, I'll just give you all a payment of $200 to start it off, and then I'll just say like 150 every month. But and then if I get the little extra money throughout the weeks and stuff, you know, and stuff like that, I'll just make the extra payments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So today is the 1st, so Friday the 9th.
Yes.
All right. And if you move from that address in the next 6 months, Mr. Barnes, let us know where to find you. So if we think there's a problem, we can send you a notice and it'll go to you and you can explain what happened.
Okay.
All right. Any questions, sir?
No, that's it.
All right. Did we finish before break was over?
Yeah, I got like 15 minutes, so I'm fine.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Judge, just so you know, that bench trial at 11 that's scheduled for Dominic Anderson is not going to go. It's going to be a plea, and Mr. Anderson's going to sign on to Zoom about 11.
I'll watch for him. Great. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Tamika's Galaxy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What is your full name, please?
Tamika Monique McGuire,
And what time were you scheduled?
9:30.
Thank you. All right, I've got a file here from May 30, 2020. Malicious use of a telephone. That is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And Miss Manarino, is there an offer for the lady?
Yes, Your Honor, 771 for 6 months and no contact with the complainants.
I don't know what that 771 for 6 months is.
What that means is for 6 months, this file would stay open. I would tell you to stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. I tell you to stay away from the people that were involved in the incident on May 30th. And I tell you to pay some court costs. As long as you complied with all those terms, then at the end of the 6-month period, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a criminal conviction. You understand that?
I do.
All right. Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
I'm prepared to go without one.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to take the offer.
Okay. Tell me what happened on May 30, 2020 in Van Buren Township regarding a telephone that makes you think you're guilty of this charge.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Me and the person ex-husband, we were having an affair, and he did some things to me that I didn't like. So I told his wife about our affair, and I sent her the video of our affair.
Ms. Manorino, I think that covers the factual basis, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm
All
satisfied.
right. I'll accept the plea. Ms. McGuire, I've got you on Magnolia Boulevard. Is that a good address?
Yes,
And phone number 589-4521?
correct.
All right. Is there anything you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, it's pretty cut and clear.
All right. I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No contact with the complainant. And court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that within 30 days or do you need a monthly payment plan?
I can pay it within 30 days.
Do you have any questions?
No,
Any chance you're going to change your address within 6 months?
no,
All right. You're all set unless you have questions.
no, I'm all good.
All right. Dan, I don't know if you want to try to call that guy, Cole.
That's what I was just going to suggest, Judge. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah,
and do
great.
that.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Hey, Michelle, why don't you bring in Joshua and or Tashara and see if you can put a full name to them? Yeah, bring them into the meeting and then you can talk to them, find out who they are and rename them. Oh, just next to their name, click it on admit. All right, then you lost your participations. Click on participants down at the bottom and the name should come up on your right-hand side of your screen.
Good morning.
Mr. Shafi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning. Give me just a second.
Okay, sir.
Tashara, what's your last name?
Trice.
Spell it.
TRICE.
All right, we're gonna rename you and put you back in the waiting room until we're ready for you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Shafi, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
I've got a file from January 11, 2021, possession of a dangerous weapon at the airport that carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. The prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you enter a guilty plea today, the prosecutor's asked me to take this under a 3-month delayed sentence. What that means is for 3 months, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. You'll be assessed court costs. If you pay the court costs and stay out of trouble, then at the end of 3 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent record. You understand that?
Yes, I do, sir.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney or do you need to speak to an attorney?
I don't have an attorney. I just wanted to make an explanation of just what happened. It's just a honest mistake. It was not supposed to be in my possession as at that time.
I'm assuming that's why the prosecutor made the offer that he did.
Yeah.
I've got
Yes,
an
I
attorney
understand.
available if you want to get the advice of an attorney. If not, we can go forward without.
Yeah, I will. You say you have an attorney available?
Correct.
Yes, I would like to talk to the attorney.
Okay, we can make that happen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Who's that? Yeah, most of them don't follow through on the chats. Mr. Shafi, we're going to put you in a breakout room as soon as the attorney's available.
Okay.
Hey, Judge.
Hey, Dan, we're going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Shafi. It's a weapons case from the airport. 3-month delayed is the offer.
Thank you.
Got that, Michelle? You can tell him that, you know. I think he's doing it right now. And then usually what we try with guys like Joshua is we kick them out and hope that as they come in, they see the button that says they have to connect with audio. I did. Is Mr. Bowditch still in that breakout room? Ms. Trice, are you connected? You're muted.
Is it, can you hear me now?
I can. I've got a file from January 4, 2021. Misdemeanor charge of defrauding an innkeeper, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you agree to plead responsible to a double parking, which is just a legal fiction, so we can collect some money from you, you pay fines and costs of $200 and restitution of $128. The misdemeanor would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney?
I am. I
What would you
did
like
want
to
to say,
do?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, what would you like to do with that offer?
I did want to say that I called the airport and I spoke to somebody by the name of Devon. They work, I guess, for the billing department, and I did pay that ticket. It was paid February 25th. I have proof of that. I don't know if that changes anything
Okay.
in the matter, but she did say
What
that she was
ticket?
going-
Hold on. Paid what ticket?
there was the parking fee.
Okay, so you paid 128?
Yes, sir. Yep, I paid 128 on February 25th. It was this ticket
Okay,
that I received in the mail, so I called them to see what was going on. That was my first time ever parking at the airport, well,
Okay.
leaving my vehicle at the airport. So I was kind of confused on how it went, so I called the billing department and asked her. She said that it was pretty common to pay the fee and that she would contact, I guess, the officer who issued this ticket here.
right.
But that was paid February 25th. I do have proof of that as well.
Okay, Mr. Mena, I'm assuming that's the restitution?
Yes, Your Honor, that's so we'll waive the restitution if she's provided.
Okay, all right, understood, Ms. Trice?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to take the deal from the prosecutor, plead to the parking ticket
Yes.
and pay the $200?
Yes, I will.
All right, can you do that within 30 days?
I
Pay the
can.
money? Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Miss Renee Jones?
Your Honor, I'm going to need a small conversation with Miss Manarino.
We
If I
can do
could.
that.
If I
And
could.
then, just so you know, Mr. Logwood's in the waiting room ready for you.
Yes, sir. I just got a phone call from him, so that's
All
good.
right, Michelle, if you can put two attorneys in a breakout. Thank you.
Is there something I'm to be doing, Judge?
Yeah.
Yes, click join, Jeff.
Join isn't up here yet.
It's on the bottom.
What breakout room am I in? Let me try this. Got it.
Oh, unmute right there. I was just a minute. Okay.
Dupree?
No. No, it's Craval, but I'm using Dupree's her Zoom.
Spell your name.
Last name Creavalle. First name Adrian. Adrian.
Last name is C like Charlie, R like Robert.
Right.
I don't have you on my docket. What time were you scheduled?
It says 9:50. I have a letter right here.
All right, I think you're in the wrong Zoom. What are you scheduled for?
Judge, it looks like this is Creoval Adrian Hugh. They have a last name, 21.
Oh, hyphenated? Okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, Mr. Hugh, you're charged with disorderly person at the airport. Misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to the charge, the prosecutor is asking me to take that under a delayed sentence for 3 months. That means you need to stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, pay whatever court costs I assess. At the end of 3 months, if you comply with all those terms, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a conviction. Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Are you
Yes,
prepared to
sir.
go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
No, I don't need an attorney.
What do you want to do?
I plead guilty.
Tell me what happened on January 2021 that makes you think you were guilty disorderly at Metro Airport.
Well, I was at the airport waiting to go to Florida for my oldest son's birthday. And I guess I just got into it, verbal altercation with the officers. So, and then they
You guess you did or you did?
well, pretty much we had a verbal altercation. I was upset. Words were exchanged. And so,
okay.
Because I started getting aggressive, they're like, well, we have to remove you from the airport.
Okay, I can accept your plea. I've got your address on Date Avenue, is that right?
That's my California address. That's my California address. Out here, I'm staying at 32123 Genesee Street. Genesee Street. It's in Westland.
All right, do you have a phone number?
Yes.
It is?
734
Go ahead.
833 8277.
All right, anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No.
All right, 3 months, I'll delay sentence, stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Can you pay that within 30 days?
I'm working on actually getting my unemployment to come through. I haven't been working right now, so I could try my best to pay it within the 30 days. So hopefully my unemployment will kick in.
I can set you up with a monthly payment plan if that helps.
That'll work.
How much?
How much is the minimum a month?
40.
40? Let's do that then.
Can you start next Friday or before next Friday?
I could start tomorrow, I believe.
Well, we're closed tomorrow, so let's just sometime between now and next Friday.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Any questions, sir?
No, no questions.
You're all set.
Judge, can I have a breakout room with Jim, please?
Sure. Mr. Broughton, you connected?
Yes, I'm connected. Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. I'm waiting for the prosecutor to come in to find out if she's got an offer for you. So I'm going to leave you right where you're at and mute you.
Okay.
Hey, Jim, it looks like breakout number 1 is open. Do you know how to get in there? Oh, he's gone.
Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your
What's your
Honor.
client's name?
James Lovejoy. It might be you might have my partner Mohammed Nasser as the attorney of record, but I'm standing in. for him.
What time is he scheduled? Oh, 9:40. All right. I don't see Lovejoy in my waiting room.
I will reach out, try to reach out to him and try to get him in here.
Okay, I'm going to mute you, see if you can find him. Mr. Logwood, you there?
Yes, I am.
I just wanted to let you know, I know where you're at. I'm just waiting for Mr. Bowditch to be freed up so he can deal with your matter.
Okay.
And Mr. Bitar, are we ready on Shafi?
Judge, I need to speak with him again. I can go back in the breakout room if he could be sent in there, please.
Sure. Which one you going into?
Number 1.
All right. Can we put Mr. Shafi in breakout 1? Mr. Shafi, just click the rejoin breakout room. He's not too bad. Mr. Bitar, are we ready?
Judge, we're ready on Mr. Shafi. He has a new offer.
Tell me all about it. Okay, what happened?
Like, I don't know, someone sent us into the breakout room or sent us into the breakout room. think he has to leave again now.
Lost Mr. Shafi, though.
He got bounced to breakout room 1 with me.
There he
All
is.
Yeah, musical breakout rooms. All right, Mr. Bitar, I'm Mr. Shafi. What's the deal?
Judge, we have a new offer. It's double parking, $300 fine. Mr. Shafi wants to take advantage of it.
I would guess. All right, was it $300 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Shafi, is that true?
Yes, sir.
Can you pay that within 30 days?
I want to pay it now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to talk you out of that because the only way you can pay that now is to go on our website and do it electronically, and that's gonna probably cost you an extra 25 or 30 bucks.
Okay.
So I can give you an address, you can just mail it to the court.
Okay. Okay. I should mail the check to the court.
Correct. You ready?
Yes.
Make the check payable to the 34th District Court, mail it to 11131 South Wayne Road, 11131 South Wayne Road. That's Romulus, ROMULUS 48174. Put your name on the check and we'll get it on your file.
4174. Okay.
Anything else?
Oh. Yeah, the zip code is it? Did you say 4174?
48174.
Okay, 481. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, I need to speak with Ms. Jones one more time. We were in a breakout room, but it was only for a couple seconds.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Bitar.
Did you stick Angela somewhere? Right. Okay. All right. Miss Manarino.
Yes, Your Honor.
I've got Mr. Broughton joining us. A November 27, 20 malicious destruction of private property. Was there an offer for him to consider?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Broughton, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, can you hear me?
All right. So this charge is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. There is no offer from the prosecutor, so your options stay are you can plead guilty, you can plead no contest, or we can set the case for trial. If you plead no contest, that means you're telling me you're not fighting the charge and you're not going to tell me what happened. If I can find a factual basis that supports a plea, then it's just like a guilty plea. There'll be a sentencing. Do you understand all that?
Kind of, sort of.
What, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so if I plead no contest, that still goes down as me saying I'm guilty?
If I can find a factual basis to support a plea. Usually I can get the facts I need from the police incident report the prosecutor could share.
Okay.
It just goes to Michelle. Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to one?
I can go without an attorney.
What do you want to do today?
I don't want to say plead guilty and have that on my record, though.
Okay, well, the next option is we can set it for trial.
No, I don't want to do trial either, so we can go at the best option to try to just get it over with.
Well, I can't tell you what your best option is, but I can just tell you what your options are. At this point, because there's no offer from the prosecutor, your offers are a straight guilty plea or a trial.
So if I plead guilty, would that go on my record?
It would go on your record as a misdemeanor conviction.
And if I plead no contest, then I will have to go to trial?
No contest will probably go on your record as well, providing the prosecutor can provide me the facts I need to support a plea.
Okay, well, I want to plead no contest.
Okay, Ms. Manarino?
Your Honor, on November 27th of 2020, Mr. Broughton went to his ex-wife Tiffany Darby's home, and he was kicking the door, causing damage to the front door and doorknob.
Is there a restitution claim from the victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, well, that gives me a factual basis. I can accept the plea, Mr. Broughton. Your address on Prairie, a good one?
Yes,
How about a phone number?
734-373-9263.
Are you working?
Yes,
Where do you work?
at the Super 8 in Belleville.
How long you been there?
Since August of last year.
Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
Yeah, that I don't want to need to go to jail.
Oh, I'm not planning on that.
Okay.
Anything else?
And I don't, if it not to be a high sentence where it can affect my record.
Well, I can't change how high the sentence is from that standpoint. It's, you pled guilty to a misdemeanor, the misdemeanor goes on your record. All I can affect is fines and costs.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Your total $500. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes, I can.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Work on your communication skills so we don't have to deal with this again.
Definitely.
Good luck.
So what do I send the money order to?
34th District Court.
So I
Wayne
just
Road.
make the mon-
What's that?
Is it a payment plan I could probably do, like $250?
You
next
said you
2
didn't need
weeks?
a payment plan. You said you could pay it all within 30 days. If you need a payment plan, we can set that up.
30 days from today, is that correct?
Within 30 days. As long as you pay the money within 30 days, we're good.
Okay, that's no problem. I can pay
All right.
everything.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Wallace, what was your client's name again?
Lovejoy, Your Honor, James Lovejoy.
Yeah, I've got an iPhone in my waiting room. I don't know who that is. I'll check in just a second.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I've spoken with the prosecutor. I've spoken with Miss Jones. I think we're going to request an adjournment. Hopefully it can be on the same date as Mr. Stewart, and then Angela and I will have more time to talk.
All right, that's June 17.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I think we scheduled that at 9:30. Do you remember, Angela?
We did, Judge.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, Ms. Jones, you understand that?
Yes.
All right, we're all set. See you in June.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Miss Jones.
I'm sorry, what was the date again? I'm sorry.
June 17th, you'll get a notice.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Make sure they have your correct address.
Angela,
They
on
don't.
that case, will you be able to send me a report or do we need to do a discovery order?
I'll get you a discovery order.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey,
We'll
Jeff.
talk, Andrew.
Jeff, you ready for LaFord, or you need to put it, you need a breakout with him, or Logwood, I mean?
Yeah, I need a breakout room with Mr. Longwood, please.
All right, Michelle, can you put those two in a breakout room? I'm gonna find out who the iPhone is. Logwood, yep.
Hello,
Sir, what is your name?
James Lovejoy.
Ah, Mr. Lovejoy, we're looking for you. Counsel,
Yes.
your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Mr. Lovejoy, who is present via Zoom and consents to have this hearing by Zoom. And
Thank you.
And I am standing in for the attorney of record, Mohammed Nasser.
And Mr. Lovejoy, it's okay that this attorney stands in for Mr. Nasser?
Yes, sir.
All right, there's an offer on the table, counsel. Mr. Mena, I guess it's not an offer, it's just a straight plea, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Wallace?
Well, then, Your Honor, I believe this is an arraignment, so we would, Mr. Lovejoy stands mute and asks the court to enter a plea of not guilty. And we would like to schedule a pre-trial so we can try to negotiate.
This is a pre-trial. It's an arraignment pre-trial.
Oh, okay. Well, then can we adjourn the pre-trial so we can have a chance to negotiate a plea?
Mr. Mena, is there going to be a plea offer at some later point?
I don't think, at least from me, if they want to go up the chain, they can do that. So I have no problem with an adjournment.
Okay. Let's go to June 17th, fellas.
June 17th. And who would I contact to get discovery? Because I don't believe we have any of the.
Just email me and I'll get it over to you. I have the report.
All right. We're going to do this at 9:40, gentlemen.
Yes, sure.
Jim, you want to send Mr. Wallace your email by chat?
Yeah, I can do that right now.
Mr. Wallace, at work?
That works, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Lovejoy, any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Man, he's got a radio voice. All right. Dan, did you have any luck with Mr. Cole?
I did, Judge. I spoke with him on the phone. I told him I'd call him back though because we got caught up with another case. But I haven't had any issues with him.
Good, good. Maybe he likes the sound of your voice better than mine.
I guess.
You want to try to get him on the cell phone right now?
Yeah, well, I'd like to present. I haven't even presented the offer to him yet, so it could take me a couple of minutes if I could just have a few minutes away from you to do that.
Yeah, and you know what? Keep him on the phone while you're muted. Just give me a thumbs up and I'll bring you in as soon as we can. We'll take care of him.
Okay, sounds good.
Mr. LaFord, good day, sir.
Good day, Your Honor.
I have a file here, a drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied misdemeanor from October 14, 2020. That is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Manarino, is there an offer for the gentleman to consider?
Your Honor, one, I believe Mr. Bowditch is representing Mr. Ford.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he is.
But the offer is no ops.
Okay. Jeff, on Mr. LaFord, his DWLS, there's an offer of no ops. Do you need a breakout room to talk to him about that?
Yes, we're ready on Logwood.
All right, Mr. LaFord.
Yes,
Give
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Bowditch a minute and then he'll be happy to talk to you.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you, Your
Logwood,
Honor.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, what are we doing, Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, with Mr. Logwood, he wishes to take the mercy of the prosecutor and plead guilty to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his vehicle.
Is that correct, Mr. Logwood?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for that charge?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You understand your rights and options after talking to Mr. Bowditch about those?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, lovely. Did you drive a vehicle on December 4, 2018?
Yes,
Was that in Van Buren Township?
yes,
And was your license suspended at the time?
yes.
I am satisfied. I'll dismiss the original charge. Townsend
Thank you, Your
Road, a
Honor.
good address for you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yes,
And your phone number, 752-0448?
yes,
All right. And are you working?
yes. That's where I'm at
Where
right
at?
now. It's called Milan Metal System in Milan, Michigan.
All right. Anything I should know before I set terms on this file?
No.
All right, you've got a number of files open with us. You currently owe us $1,426 and we have not seen any money since September. What's going on?
I actually tried to do a payment on that I wasn't able to get the insurance stuff for my truck that you said would be dismissed. So I tried to pay on that, and the number, when I tried to call the number, I didn't know what like like it says it tells me to put in like a case number or something, and I don't know how to go about the case number on any of
Yeah,
those.
you don't have to do that. You can just make up a case number. You just got to move forward. But paying it online like that costs you extra money you can't afford.
Okay, so you're just telling me I should mail it?
Yeah, mail us something, drop a money order in our Dropbox, come do a face-to-face transaction. But tell me
can I
how soon
still
you
do
can get some kind of
face-to-face?
money in.
I can still do a face-to-face transaction?
As long as you're here between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Oh, so I'm not gonna be able to do that because I don't get off work till 3:30.
Yeah,
Is there a Dropbox?
Dropbox is 24/7, brother.
Okay, and
But
that's
don't put cash. We don't want you to drop cash in the Dropbox.
okay. Can I do a payment of $250 in 2 weeks?
All right, so between now and the 16th, that gives you next Friday, the 9th. The following after is the 16th.
Okay,
So
Your
on or
Honor.
before the 16th, you can do at least 250.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So today's file, I'm going to tell you in a minute what the total is, but that one we're going to add to the current payment plan. So one big payment plan, you'll make a payment of 250 and then get something started. So once you do the 250, how much can you pay every month?
100.
You're sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know before I set the terms of sentence on this file?
No,
Today's
Your Honor.
file. All right. Total on that file is $600. Once again, we'll roll that all into one big payment plan at $100 a month with a $250 lump sum within 2 weeks. All right. You got all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then we've also, we're showing 2 court dates coming up, April 22nd and April 27th. You know about those?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're all set?
All right. Thank you.
All right. You have any problems? You track down Mr. Bowditch. He can help you straighten them out.
All righty. Thank you.
Judge, I'm ready on Mr. Cole.
All right, great. Give me just a minute. We're going to stick Mr. LaFord in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch. So they
Thank you,
can
Ron.
talk business while we take care of Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Batari, your appearance for Mr. Cole.
Daniel Batar, on behalf of Mr. Cole, Your Honor, he's going to take advantage of the offer, and then I would like to allocute with respect to sentence.
Yeah, and that offer, I believe, was a 4-month delayed sentence, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Cole, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
And you've gone over your rights with counsel? You understand all those?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me what happened on March 15, 2020.
Judge, can I have voir dire hearing, please?
Please do.
Mr. Cole, on that date and time, were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
Yes, sir.
And had you consumed some alcohol on your flight prior to that?
A substantial amount.
And when you were in the terminal waiting to get on your connecting flight, did you act in a disorderly fashion?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied too. What should I know before I sentence?
Judge, Mr. Cole is a Navy veteran. He served for 4 years on one of the U.S. naval ships. He's a double amputee. He had a lot to drink on that flight, as you can imagine, being a double amputee and not having, half of his body weight. That alcohol had a large impact on him, Judge.
Sure.
And that's the root of the problem. He's on a limited income. He only receives disability benefits. So I'm asking, if possible, if you can maybe waive his fines and costs or give him
I would be
reduced fines.
absolutely honored to waive his fines and costs.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Cole, thank you for your sacrifice, sir. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
Mr. Batar, I guess we'll find you some more business.
All right, good. Mr. Cole, you're all set. Don't get in trouble for 4 months. The case is going to be dismissed, okay?
Thank you all very much.
All right, take care.
Good morning, Miss Gardner.
How's it going, Mister?
Mr. Gardner, good morning,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Gardner. What time were you scheduled?
I was scheduled at 9:40. I was sitting in the. It said it was waiting for someone to join me in.
No, you're all right.
Okay.
We got a lot of people scheduled today. We're just trying to get them done.
Okay. Yeah, no
All right,
problem. Yeah,
so
I was-
you've got a file here. It's a dangerous weapon charge from the airport dated January 16th.
Yes, sir.
This is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, I understand. The officer, whenever I was at the airport, told me to explain to you that the reason why I had it is because my house caught on fire one day prior to it, and that's
Okay.
why it was in my bag. And he wanted me to bring that back up to you guys because I don't know if it's in there at all, but that's why the
Okay.
knife was on me.
All right. Mr. Mena, you with us?
Judge, Mr. Mena said at about 9:45 he was going to have to go to another hearing.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Gardner, Mr. Mena is the prosecutor for the airport authority. I don't know whether or not he had that information or not, but I do know that he's made an offer on this file. The offer is that if you plead guilty, he's asked me to take this under a delayed sentence for 3 months. At the end of 3 months, it would be dismissed as long as you stay out of trouble and pay court costs. If you want to see if he is willing to do a better deal than that, we'll just have to wait until he can talk to you.
Are you? So you're saying if I plead guilty and if I don't get in trouble, it'll be off my record?
Correct. Court costs will be assessed and this will kind of be hanging over your head for 3 months.
Oh, shit.
He
All
might
right,
be willing to do a better deal, but you just got to wait for an opportunity to talk to him.
I understand. Do you happen to know the court fine or court fees
On this
if I
one,
were to take it?
on this one, I'm going to charge you $250 because of your story.
Okay. I'm honestly, I would be willing to take that because I would
Sure?
rather not come back. I mean, if I can stay out of
Wait a
trouble
minute.
for 3 months.
You're going to talk to him today. Then
yes.
He
Then
just
yes.
he just stepped away to handle another Zoom hearing or something.
Okay, then yes, then yeah, I'll speak
All right.
to him.
So
But
just,
yes, all right.
just chill till you can tell him your story.
Okay, I
All right.
understand.
I'm going to mute you. I'm going to try Mr. McCormick one last time. I've held up notes for him. I just saw the chat from Jim saying he was front of the court hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. McCormick. You have to unmute, Mr. McCormick. Oh, Mr. McCormick.
Morning.
We got you finally. You get the prize today for perseverance. All right, and it's going to be worth it, I think. The prosecutor made an offer on your file. You've been charged with a misdemeanor, no proof of a passenger limo insurance at the airport on August 13, 2020. That is a misdemeanor. It carries a possible penalty of up to 90 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. The prosecutor made an offer. If you plead responsible to double parking and pay fines and costs of $200, the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer?
Yes.
Are you prepared to accept or reject that offer?
I'm prepared to accept.
All right. How soon can you pay $200?
I tried to make this payment before because I think I looked it up online and see how much it costs.
Yeah, this charge is not one that you can just pay online. This one requires a court appearance. So if I give you 2 weeks, can you get the payment in?
Yes.
You sure that's enough?
Yeah. Now, what about the payment I made before?
I don't know what payment you made before. I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Is there a way I can?
Oh, did you already pay the unregistered vehicle charge?
Yeah.
All right, that's a separate thing. That you were charged with two different charges on one appearance ticket. The one that we're dealing with today, the insurance one, and the unregistered vehicle.
Okay. All righty. That's what I
Okay.
was confused about.
All righty. Any questions?
How can I make the payment?
You can drop it off in our drop box on Wayne Road in Romulus. That's 24/7 between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can take care of it face to face with our security guys at the front door, or you can mail it to us.
Okay.
All right.
I can do that.
All right. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Lowe, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? I can hear
I
you.
can, thank you. I've got a misdemeanor charge from February 4, 2021, disorderly person at the airport, carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. The prosecutor's made a plea offer. If you plead responsible to double parking and agree to pay fines and costs of $300, the misdemeanor charge would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer?
Yes, I do, Judge.
And are you prepared to make a decision on that offer?
Yes. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat it one more time before I agree?
If you plead responsible to a parking ticket, basically this is a legal fiction that allows us to collect some fines and costs, but it doesn't go on a criminal history anywhere. So if you plead to the parking ticket and pay fines and costs of $300, the misdemeanor would be dismissed.
I accept.
All right. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No, I do not. Thank you.
You're all set. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Wait, do I go?
Mr. Bowditch, what are you ready on?
We are ready on Mr. LaFord, Your Honor.
Just waiting for him to come out of the breakout room. You pronounce your name Cuevas?
Yep.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a file from October 9, 2020, possessing of a weapon at the airport. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by 93 days, up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor's made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to the charge, the prosecutor's asking me to take a 3-month delayed sentence. If you stay out of trouble for 3 months and pay your court costs, this matter would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Have you talked to your attorney today? I just realized you have an attorney.
Yeah. Yes, I have talked to him and he will be here.
All right. Let's hold off and wait for that person then.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on the Ford?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. LaFord wishes to take the mercy of the prosecutor and plead guilty to the charge of no operator's license on person, with the understanding his original charge, driving while license suspended, would be dismissed.
Mr. LaFord, is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for that charge?
Yes, sir.
All right. On October 14, 2020, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your
Anything
Honor.
anything I should consider before I set terms of sentence?
Yeah, that day I was coming home from work and I was going from work to AA. Now, because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm tired of getting in trouble for driving unsuspended. I've taken it to at least do Zoom, do the online Zoom meetings. I'm not required to go to the AA or nothing like that, but I notice that it helps me a lot, but I've been keeping track of it, and everything. I've got, if you're able to see here, I've got, page, there's one page after page after page that,
Okay.
I just wanted to put it out there and, let you know that, I'm trying to do, I am doing the right things, not trying. So, I just, will stay away from driving, while my license is suspended.
Good. Are we the only court you owe, or do you owe a bunch of courts?
Yes, yes, I know, Your Honor, and I have been paying on them.
Answer my question, Mr. LaFord. My question was, do you owe a bunch of courts or just us?
Just you.
Okay. You owe us over $3,000.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand that. And I got back to full-time work about
Good, where
a
at?
month and a half ago on a tree farm. I'm a foreman at a tree farm.
Good.
Over on Bemis Road. So
Good, good. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put you on a non-reporting 12-month probation. Stay out of trouble. No driving unless you got a valid license.
Yes,
I'm
Your
not
Honor.
going to assess any court costs, but I'm going to promise you, COVID or no COVID, you keep driving without your license, I am going to put you in jail for violating probation.
Okay, Your Honor, I understand.
All right?
Yes, sir. I understand.
You just got to get straight with your driving privileges before you keep driving.
Okay, I understand,
All right.
Your Honor.
Now,
Yes,
there
sir.
is a $45 clearance fee on this file. I'm not waiving that. So when you get everything else paid off and you're ready to get your license straight, you'll have to pay $45 on this file. That's the only money on this file.
Okay.
Thank you,
Got
Your
that?
Honor.
Yes, yeah, thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good luck.
Call me, Mr. LaFord, if you have questions.
Yep, I will, absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Wright, unmute yourself, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I've got a file from December 15, 2020, a misdemeanor charge from the airport defrauding an innkeeper. Carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right. The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead responsible to double parking and pay fines and costs of $200 and Jim, does this really say $7 restitution?
I believe that is correct. We were trapped inside the parking area.
Right.
When we inserted our card to be able to leave the parking area, it kept the card. I tried to pay with 3 different credit cards. It would not receive any payment. So
Okay.
I backed out of that station, walked down, talked with the clerk that was on duty. She
Right.
was not able to help me at all.
Right.
And after 15 minutes of being trapped inside the parking area, one of the gentlemen that drives a black limo said, "Hey, I have clearance, follow me out." I did not know if he had authority or not.
Right.
But to our dismay, my wife and myself decided to go ahead. We'd been trapped in there for over 15 minutes, no
Yeah.
way of getting out, no assistance. So
Right.
yes, I plead guilty
Okay.
as charged, but we had no recourse other than to sit there the rest of the day to an
Yeah.
attendant that was not
Yeah.
not
All right, let me-
accountable.
Here's what we can do. Mr. Mena is the prosecutor for the airport. He's in my meeting, but he's not currently in my meeting because he's handling another Zoom hearing.
Okay.
The offer he left on this file is what I told you. I'm gonna guess that if he heard that story, he might change his offer. So if you're willing to stick around until he hears that story, see if he's got a better deal for you.
I would love to. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for the
Yeah.
offer.
No, you're welcome. I'm just gonna leave you right there. Mute you.
Thank you.
All right. Jeff, did you talk to Mr. Garner? Oh, no, Mr. Garner's waiting to talk to Jim too. All right.
Your Honor, I don't think I have anything until.
No, Mr. Gardner's got a good story that I want Jim Mena to hear.
Call from Michigan. Call.
Hi, can
Good morning, Ms.
you hear
Dixon.
me?
Ms. Dixon, can you hear me?
Yes.
What file are you on? 1020?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, you're charged with assault and battery from the airport on June 28, 2020. Assault and battery carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead responsible to a double parking and agree to pay fines at cost of $400, the misdemeanor will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you prepared to make a decision on that offer?
Yes. So I'll just be charged for double parking.
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
You want to take that deal?
Yes.
Can you pay the $400 within 30 days?
Yes. I can pay today.
All right. I don't really want you to pay it today because if you do, that means you're paying it online. It's going to cost you extra money for the vendors.
Okay.
If you want to, that's fine. I just want to let you know that you can always mail it in, drive it in, walk it in, save the extra money.
Okay.
Any questions?
No. Thank
You're all
you.
set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Nguyen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. I've got a file from January 21, 2021, dangerous weapon at the airport, punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that? Hello? Ms. Nguyen,
Yes.
do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor's made an offer. If you plead guilty to this charge, he's asking me to take this under a 3-month delayed sentence. That means if you stay out of trouble for 3 months, pay the court costs that are assessed. At the end of that time period, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And are you prepared to make a decision on that offer?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I plead guilty.
All right. What did you have at the airport on that date that you should not have had?
It was a handheld taser.
All right. And you know that taser will be destroyed. You don't get it back, correct?
Yes, they already
right.
confiscated it.
Okay. I will accept your plea. Your address on Grubner is right?
Yes, that's my mother's address.
That a good mailing though?
Yes,
Okay. How about a phone number for you?
248-819-0373.
All right. Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No.
All right. Court costs are assessed the amount of $350. Can you pay $350 within 30 days?
Yes.
Any questions?
None.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Cuevas, please.
Jeffrey Leonard on behalf of Mr. Cuevas with the Detroit Justice Center appearing pro bono, P number 83396.
All right, thank you. There's an offer on this file, 3-month delayed sentence. Do you need to have a breakout room to talk to Mr. Cuevas about that?
Is the prosecuting attorney here?
He's not. He's in another hearing right now. He's in our meeting, but he just stepped away to do another hearing.
Of course. I can speak with Mr. Cuevas about that in a breakout room, and then I would love to speak with the prosecuting attorney as well.
All right. We'll put you in a breakout with Mr. Cuevas. It's probably going to be a while. I got a couple other people in line ahead of you, but we'll get you in to talk to Mr. Mena.
Appreciate it.
Judge?
Yep.
I have to leave. I have an in custody I have to handle with Judge Hinman.
Okay. See you.
I'll be back at 11, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Michelle, can you put, thank you. Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Judge. How are you doing?
Great. I do not see Rhodes in the breakout room. Or hold on, an iPhone that just came in. Maybe that's Rhodes.
Could be.
Let's find out. That doesn't look like Jason Rhodes. iPhone, what's your name?
Hi, Chastity Torres.
Torres, and is the file in your name?
Yes.
All right, we will rename you and put you in the breakout room till we're ready for you.
Thank you.
What time were you scheduled, ma'am?
10:15. Oh, it says 15 minutes prior, so the appointment actually looks, oh, I'm early. It says 10:40. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're way early. That's all right. We might be able to take care of you early.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Miss Torres, we can probably take care of you right now. Ms. Torres?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah,
Hi.
okay. The prosecutor left an offer in the file. You're charged with a misdemeanor disorderly person. That's up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. If you plead responsible to a double parking civil infraction and agree to pay fines and costs of $300, then the prosecutors asked me to dismiss the misdemeanor. You understand that?
I do. I just still feel like that's a lot, and I'll tell you why if you don't mind.
I don't care why, ma'am, because it's I can't change that offer from the prosecutor. If you want to talk to the prosecutor and see if he wants to change that offer, that's fine.
Yeah, is he
Okay.
around?
He will be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just put her back in the waiting room. I don't like my screen to get too crowded. Mr. Goldman.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What do we got?
We have a ticket for India Ewing.
Got it. Got a couple files.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And have you made a deal with the prosecutor?
No, have not had that
Okay.
yet.
He left an offer in the file.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, that's all right. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to bring your client in too.
Okay, great.
Try to. Miss Ewing, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. So counsel, we've got failed to change address, civil infraction, limited access speed, civil infraction, reckless driving misdemeanor. The offer is plea to a careless and the 3 original charges get dismissed.
Okay, I need a minute to explain to the client that the careless would be a 3.
Sure.
That's a
3 point. 3 point. We can put you in a breakout room if that helps you.
Sure, just for a couple minutes. Oh, I think if I leave the breakout room, that'll show me back in. Well, is that right? I think that's how it works.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let me just discuss briefly and.
All right, and talk your client through that process too, so we get her back when we get you back.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Michelle, Mr. Goldman, and India in a breakout, please. Hey, Jim.
I'm texting him right now, Judge.
I thought I had him there for a second.
Judge, Jason's saying he's in the waiting room.
Yep, he is.
All right, Jay, I'm going to hang up. I'll see you in there.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, Mr. Bora, you want to talk to Mr. Mena about this?
I would.
All right. I can't get him in. He popped in and he's off again. All right, Mr. Rose, just hang out. We got to get your attorney in to talk to the prosecutor.
Judge, Jim just responded back to my text. He said he's trying to finish up quickly. Should be in short.
Oh, okay. All right. Bridget Phillips. Phillips. Mr. Walby, what are you here for?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for defendant Michael Jenkins.
What time was that scheduled? Oh, 10:20.
10:20, Your Honor.
All right. You don't have Mr. Jenkins with you, do you?
I do not, Your Honor.
And I don't see him in my waiting room. Have you had contact with Mr. Jenkins today?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. He's in DC. He's on his way there for a Easter holiday.
So he's not Zooming in today?
No, Your Honor. I was under the impression that I can appear on his behalf. I had been in touch with the prosecutor in this case, and we had come to agreement that this case would be dismissed.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have him in my meeting right now. He stepped away to handle another hearing.
Okay.
And I don't have a piece of paper in the file. Let's just hang out, counsel, till we get Mr. Mena back in.
Absolutely. I was speaking with Prosecutor Zink as well. That was who I had
Okay.
conversed with.
Hopefully Zick has communicated to Mena.
Let's hope, Your Honor. I will. I'll just turn off my video and my audio and just do some emails. In
That's fine. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Jackson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
Good
Honor.
morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Jackson, I've got two files here from January 25, 2021. Both charges, possession of a weapon at the airport.
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty to one charge, the other charge would be dismissed. The first charge would be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. That means for 3 months, I'd order you to stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. I'd order you to pay some court costs. But at the end of 3 months, if you complied with those terms, then this charge would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a part of a permanent criminal history. Do you understand the offer, ma'am?
Yeah, yes.
They will not.
Right.
They will not stay on the record after 3 months. It'll just,
Correct.
okay, which charge, because can I explain?
Don't explain. Ask him which charge.
Which charge would you dismiss?
The prosecutor's offering to dismiss count B if you plead to count A. And I don't know which is which because there's no indication in my file which is
It
which.
wasn't on my ticket either.
Right, right. Not that it matters, it's the same charge.
Okay. Not,
Do you understand the offer, ma'am? And are you prepared to make a
You said-
decision?
you're saying I plead guilty
You plead guilty to one
to the one
charge.
charge.
That will be
Dismiss
held
the
on
other
a,
charge.
and the first one, the one you plead to will be held for 3 months on a delayed sentence. So I'll assess court costs on that one. The second one, the B charge would be dismissed today.
And then 3 months later, if nothing else happens, the other one will be dismissed.
Correct.
Okay.
Are you prepared to go forward today, ma'am, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Are you prepared to go forward today, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
I'll go forward today.
Okay, and are you prepared to go forward with that deal from the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me what you had on January 25 at Metro Airport that you should not have had.
A stun gun and I have a tube of rub-on arthritis medicine, and it was beyond the 6 ounces. But I guess I was thinking because it was the medicine, but it was the medicine and the stun gun.
Okay, well, the medicine wouldn't classify as a weapon. So was there
I
something
didn't
else?
have any, and that's why it took so long. They kept making me stand there, and I was sitting in a wheelchair. I have to use a wheelchair, so they kept staying there, and they kept telling me the only thing they took out of my suitcase was the stun gun and the medication, and the medication was a tube about like this, about 9 inches, and it was it's a rub-on cream for my arthritis.
Right. Okay, whoever's speaking off record has to stop speaking unless they're an attorney.
Okay, that's what I keep. Yeah, stop talking. He said stop talking.
All right. Well, certainly the stun gun classifies as a weapon, so I could take that as the plea to count 1 and just to dismiss count 2 or A and B. Understood?
Okay.
All right. So your address on Wyoming, is that a good address, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
And phone number 213-9764, a good one?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything you want me to consider before I assess costs on count A?
Well, can I tell you the circumstances that it would have been with me, period? I don't know why it would have been with me.
Sure.
My niece, I had gotten a phone call from my best friend. My niece had died. I got the call at 10 minutes to 2 Sunday night on January 25th. And by 3 o'clock, I had my ticket. By 5 o'clock, I was at the airport. By 7 o'clock, I was trying to board the plane. When they went through my suitcase, they immediately took out the medication and showed it to me. I said, "Oh, it's the medication." But they took everything out of my suitcase 3 or 4 times. I didn't know what they were looking for. So when they finally went in there and they showed it to me, I said, "Oh my goodness, it was in there." But I packed in a panic. I packed under the utmost stress. They found her dead in the bed from COVID on the 24th, and this was the morning of the 25th.
Right.
So I never deliberately packed it. I carry the same suitcase everywhere I go. And even if I had, I would have put it, you know, I wouldn't have put it on the plane with me.
Right, I got you.
Okay,
All right. Anything else, ma'am?
no,
All right.
that's it.
Sorry for your loss. I'm gonna set the court costs on this one. The minimum I can do it on these files, $145. Can you pay that within 30 days?
$145?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
All right. As I said, count B is dismissed. Any questions?
3 months for every bar.
Okay, what do I have to do in 3 months?
Stay out of trouble and it just goes
No,
away.
I meant, it'll just automatically go, or do I have to
It
come
gets-
back to court?
Nope, it gets dismissed. We dismiss it at the end of 3 months. And if in the intervening 3 months, if we think you've done something to violate these terms, we're gonna send you a notice to that address.
Okay. Oh, I
You're all
won't.
set.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Angela, I didn't lose you, did I?
I'm still here.
All right, we're bringing in Mr. Young.
Judge, I think Mr. Young is mine.
Looks like it.
And we're ready on it.
All right, he's not connected yet. Mr. Young, are you connected?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Batara, your appearance.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Mr. Young, Your Honor. I've had a chance to talk to Mr. Young, go over the offer with him. He is going to accept the offer, enter a guilty plea to operating while visibly impaired.
All right, Mr. Young, that true?
Yes.
All right, you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes.
You've gone over your rights and options with Mr. Batara. You understand those?
Yes.
In understanding all of that, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge. Is that right?
Yes.
Mr. Batara, why don't you do some voir dire? The incident date was November 10, 2019.
Mr. Young, on that date and at that time, were you operating a motor vehicle near the Detroit Metropolitan Airport?
Yes.
And prior to operating that motor vehicle, had you consumed some alcohol?
Yes.
And did that alcohol impair your ability to operate that motor vehicle?
Somewhat, yes.
We would stipulate, Judge, his data master results were 0.13, 0.12.
Thank you. I'll accept the plea to the added charge, dismiss the original. Mr. Young, your address on Mountain Way, correct?
Yes.
961-5770, your phone number.
Yes.
Do you have an email?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Warren Deshawn, DESHAWN, Young @gmail.com.
All right, I'm going to continue your bond. The next step is you'll hear from our probation department. They're going to schedule an interview, a Zoom interview between you and a probation officer. Based on that interview, they're going to put together a report and recommendation for sentence. Mr. Batara will get to see that report. You'll see that report and I'll look at that report. And then the three of us will get together at a later date for sentencing. Do you understand all that, sir?
Yes.
You're all set.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Young, I'll give you a call another time, okay?
Okay.
Take care.
Miss Phillips, can you hear me?
Yes,
What time were you scheduled this morning?
10:20.
All right, let me find your file. There we go. All right, you were charged with a misdemeanor abandoning personal property at the airport on January 22nd, 2021. That carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead responsible to double parking and agree to pay fines and costs of $300, the misdemeanor charge would be dismissed. Do you understand that plea offer?
No, I'm not understanding. You said double park?
Yeah, it's a legal fiction that allows us to assess fines and costs, but it doesn't go on your record as a criminal conviction.
Okay, because that's not what it's for, but okay. it had nothing to do with parking, so I'm kind
That's
of
why I
confused.
called it a legal fiction.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
You understand the offer then?
Yes.
All right, are you prepared to make a decision?
Yes.
What would you like
But
to
with
do?
the guilty with the explanation.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I did have my firearm. It was in my purse. The purse that I have doesn't have like a zipper or a fastener or anything. So the weapon was in my purse in the rental car. I was riding with my daughter to drop off the rental car. Not realizing once I got out that the firearm was still in the vehicle. It was in the case. When I got home, I did realize it was gone. I did call at the lost and found, make a police report. Well, I didn't hear back from the lost and found for like 2 to 3 days, so I did go ahead and make a police report. And then after I made the police report, then I got a call from the Metropolitan Airport that they did retrieve the weapon. I scheduled the appointment to go and have the weapon picked up, and I do apologize. This is a mishap. It never happened before,
Okay.
so I do want to apologize on that end.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. I'll accept your plea to the double parking in keeping with the agreement with the prosecutor's office. I'll dismiss the misdemeanor, fines and costs as agreed, $300. Can you pay that within 30 days?
I can.
All right. Any questions?
That's it.
You're all set, ma'am.
All right, thanks. Have a great one.
You as well.
Bye.
Mr. Babbitt, are you connected?
I am.
Good morning. What are you calling in for?
I'm here on the matter of Van Buren Township versus Susan Balla.
I'm sorry, last name is?
Balla, B-A-L-L-A.
Bringing her in right now. And looks like 2 civil infractions.
Let's see.
Parking violation and a blight civil infraction. Correct, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Balla, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ms. Manarino, do you and Mr. Babbitt need to have a breakout conversation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Michelle, if you would.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Mays.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who you calling in on?
Tomlin.
Help me find it. What time was it scheduled?
10:40.
Okay, I don't see a Tomlin.
Belleville versus Tomlin?
Nope, I don't have Belleville today.
Oh, who does?
Got to be courtroom 1.
Okay, well, I'm zoomed in over there on a different matter, so.
All right, hold on just a minute. What's that, Michelle? Oh, he's got her Zoom number. You got the Zoom number, don't you, Bill?
I'm with Judge Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already on my
Okay.
iPad.
Yep.
So, all right, thanks, Judge. Good to see you.
Hopefully she's got Tomlin because we don't.
There you go. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Judge, it looks like I have somebody in the waiting room.
Who?
You know what? I take that back. That text must have been from earlier, the individual we handle.
Never mind then. Dave, is that you under the mask?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Which file are you on?
Susan Balla.
Okay, I just put Angela in a breakout room with Miss Balla's attorney.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, Miss Ewing and I are back from a waiting room if you like.
Oh, great. All right, are you ready on that one, counsel?
I am, Your Honor.
And where we at?
So Ms. Ewing, who is still muted, is going to accept the offer to the careless in exchange for dismissal of the other charges.
All right. Is that correct, Ms. Ewing?
Yes.
All right, you're pleading responsible to careless, right?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
I will accept your plea, dismiss all 3 of the original charges, and fines and costs on the careless, $250. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Could I get just a little more than 30 days?
I can just do a monthly payment plan if that works. Tell me how much you can pay.
Okay. Yes, I can. And if I could do it by 100, yeah, I could do that. I could get it
100 a
done
month?
quickly. Yes.
Can you make the first one on or before the 16th?
Yeah, I could do 100 one month and I can pay the remainder of it the next.
And you can start by the 16th?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, anything else?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you both. What's that you're bringing me?
I'm shoving stuff in the pot.
Okay. Yeah, they'll stay. All right, people, we're kind of in a holding pattern until I get, oh, maybe not. Mr. Zick just joined us. Good morning, Mr. Zick, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
Good. I just grabbed my tie. Mr. Bennett asked me to jump on, so.
You're going to save him. You don't need your tie for me.
Okay.
Your handsome face and impressive hairline is more than enough.
Well, that's good to hear. What?
All right.
I see everybody laughing here.
I've got a number of people that want to talk about dangerous weapon charges.
Okay.
My memory sucks, so I don't know who I had earlier, so I'm just going to do it completely alphabetically just to screw everybody up. Mr. Boria, you won the lottery, so I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Zick. I'll leave it to you.
Double
to
A
explain
wins every
to us.
time.
Yeah, see, I'm Zick. I'm Z. I always go last, so.
Mr. Boria, I'll leave it to you to explain to Mr. Zick where we're at.
All right, thank you.
Michelle, can you do that?
Okay, that was fast, but I think I got something, Judge.
Did you get enough time?
I mean, there was a counter, but I got it. I got what I want.
Yeah, I felt like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when you're phoning a friend in the clock.
That was my
down.
fastest pitch ever.
Well, this is Michelle's first Zoom experience.
I'm sweating.
She's doing pretty good.
Is Jason in the room right now?
He is. He was. I gotta find him, and there he is. Yeah, Mr. Rhodes, you can hear us? You're muted.
Yes, Your Honor.
There you go.
Cool.
Mr. Boria, let's get your appearance on for Mr. Rhodes, if you don't mind.
For the record, I'm Attorney Aaron Bory on behalf of Mr. Rhodes.
All right, were you and Mr. Zick able to work something out, or you need more time?
No, we're all
we got
set, Your
it.
Honor. At this time, people move to amend the charge to a double parking and forfeiture of the item seized.
Any fines and costs agreed at?
No.
What was the item? And I'll pick a number.
It was a single-sided novelty butterfly knife.
All right,
If you
fines
did
and
it-
costs are $300. Mr. Rhodes, I'm assuming you're gonna take that deal?
Yes.
All right, can you pay that within 30 days, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, gentlemen, anything else on that one?
No, Your
That's
Honor.
it. Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Boria, nice to see you. It's been a while.
You always have a great day.
Stay healthy, gentlemen.
You too.
All right, so Matt, let's put you in another breakout room with, everybody just shifted on me.
I know. It's green.
Yeah, Mr. Walby, I think, was another drug charge. Correct, Mr. Walby?
No, Your Honor, malicious destruction of property.
Oh, that was the airport though, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is coming out of the parking
All right.
structure.
Let's shake up Mr. Zick. Let's put you in a breakout room, and then we'll put him back on weapons in a minute. Walby and Zick, yes. Then we'll put Mr. Leonard in with Mr. Zick. I didn't forget you, Mr. Leonard.
Your Honor, even I think I can resolve Mr. Walby's matter because he and I have spoken previously regarding this matter. The airport was looking into restitution. They have not received any notice of restitution being owed. So we are going to move for dismissal of this case without prejudice at this time.
Mr. Walby, does that work?
It works for me, Your Honor.
And your client's name again?
Michael Jenkins.
Yeah, and Mr. Jenkins is the one that's traveling, right?
That's correct. He just
Okay.
landed if we need him to get him to hop on. He's in
No,
Reagan.
not at all.
Airport,
If you'll
but I
waive
don't
his
think so.
presence. You'll waive his presence for this, won't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so we need
Big
Mr.
man.
Leonard and Mr. Zick in a breakout. And Angela, were you talking to somebody in a breakout room?
Yeah, Mr. Babbitt, he's on the phone with his client right now. and
Yeah,
then we
that was the
will have a
Bala.
resolution.
That was the Bala matter, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I don't know if you saw, you got your officer in the meeting, Officer Schuler?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Leonard, I'm going to send you a text message right now.
Very good, Mr. Zick. Also, good to see you. I don't know that we've ever actually seen each other.
Right, exactly. We've talked, but I was thinking the same thing.
Mr. Zick and Mr. Leonard, you can go to breakout room number 1.
Great, thank you.
I will answer your question in a moment.
Please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jeff, it's 10:50. Sorry it took so long to get back.
You
I'm
need to
knee-deep
click
in-
join.
Knee-deep in alligators this morning. I talked to Tim earlier this week.
I'm
We
not
have
seeing
lined up for
anything
Bob
either. Let me
to,
find it.
come out with the camera around 1 o'clock this afternoon. That still works for me. If it's a problem for you, do what you got to do. I'm not in any big rush. My problem's not that bad. So give me a call back. I'll try to talk to you, take a break from the bench, or send me a text. But like I said, put me off. You got emergencies to deal with. I'm no problem at all.
All right.
Mr. Babbitt, are you ready?
I am ready, Judge Oakley.
All right. What are we going to do?
What we're going to do is I've had a chance to talk with Angela. We are going to dismiss the blight ticket, and Ms. Bala is going to plead responsible to the parking violation. And I believe she's posted some bond money, Your Honor, and
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's good. If she pleads to the parking, that's $70. We've already got that $70 in that file. And the blight ticket's got 180 bond. We'll keep the $18 10% and send the rest back to her.
Okay.
Ms. Bala, that's your agreement?
Yes.
All right.
Great.
Anything else, Mr. Babbitt?
Would it be possible if I could have a short breakout with Angela? There was something else you brought up, and I just want to sort of clarify moving forward so we don't have any issues in the future.
I don't see any reason we can't. Michelle, if you would.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you, though.
Always. It's been a long time.
Yeah. We do go.
What's that? All right. Mr. Zick, you and Mr. Leonard have any luck?
We do. We've arrived at a resolution. Your Honor, people are going to amend the charge to double parking. Because of extenuating circumstances, Mr. Leonard is requesting the court waive the fines and costs on the civil infraction. People have no objection in this particular case.
Well, let's see how persuasive Mr. Leonard can be. Mr. Leonard, put your appearance on the record for Mr. Cuevas.
Jeffrey Leonard on behalf of Mr. Cuevas, Your Honor, with the Detroit Justice Center appearing pro bono.
All right, go ahead. Try to sell me.
Absolutely, Your Honor. And so Mr. Cuevas is, he's been on his own since he was about 15. He's been supporting himself. His parents both struggled while he was growing up. And that's put him in a situation where he's been somewhat financially unstable for a large portion of even his short life. He has managed through that to put himself through college on scholarship and with student loans. He's recently enrolled in a master's program, an accelerated master's program in social work. He's taken a semester of that, however, due to COVID and some issues that presented for him as a student, he had to take a semester off. He's hoping to return in the fall. He was out of work for a period. He just started working in February. Unfortunately, he is only able to work part-time right now. That's the only hours he's able to get.
Where's he working and where's he going to school?
He's going
to go.
He's going to University of Michigan, I believe. Is that?
Oh, you know what? You almost had me.
Brutal.
I hate all things Ann Arbor.
Sure. And so does he, and that's why he's trying to get out of there as quickly as possible.
And as you
Good
see that,
recovery,
Judge, I'm
counsel.
covering up my Michigan football picture.
Good recovery, counsel. All right, so Mr. Cuevas, where are you working, brother?
I work at a BioLife Plasma Center. Not my field at all, but just the job that I could get
Sure.
while I'm on my break from school.
Okay, so tell me what you want to do with your master's.
I'm studying with a focus of child welfare and family studies. So my long-term goal, dream job would be to serve as a mentor for youth, underrepresented youth, in a nonprofit or school setting.
Okay, I've needed mentors with my juvenile program for 20 years, so come see me.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Yeah, your attorney didn't. Mr. Leonard, you almost had me.
I always advise my clients to enroll in a different school, and you can only do so much with your
That's
clients.
true.
I did study for a few weeks at Michigan State for my graduate program.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
All
you.
right. How about 0, Mr. Cuevas?
0?
0. That's what you owe us.
0 sounds
all right.
wonderful.
Good luck in your studies.
And I apologize if I didn't mention, we've agreed to forfeiture of the knife.
I thought that was a given.
Okay, thank you.
All right. He can buy a new knife now because I didn't charge him anything.
Keep
all
it
right.
up.
All right. Mr. Leonard, a pleasure. Hope to see you again.
You as well, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, Matt, let's hook you up with one of these other folks that want to talk to you. Let me clean house here a little bit. Let me get rid of some of these people that are still hanging around just to confuse me. I think, let me check. Yeah, Mr. Gardner had a pretty interesting story. Mr. Gardner, you there still? Did I lose you? He probably fell asleep. I made him wait so long. No, there he is. All right.
No, I'm here.
Mr. Zick, Mr. Gardner, Jim's offer on Mr. Gardner was a 3-month delayed. Mr. Gardner's got a kind of tragic story about a house fire that caused him to be carrying all his possessions with him. So I'm gonna let him tell you the story. We'll put you in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gardner, you're up.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, I'm here. Oh,
all right, and Jeff, you're just waiting to see if Hills shows up for the 11 o'clock a little bit, few
Your
minutes,
Honor,
5 minutes. Go
I
ahead.
believe both parties will be present. I believe the trial is going to happen.
Do you know what the victim's name is so I can watch for that person in the breakout?
No, Your Honor, I apologize. I don't.
Her
That's
last
all right.
name is Asumani, Your Honor.
I won't forget that one. Okay.
The first name is Wormer. And she said
All
she
right.
was going to be here this morning.
Thank you.
Your Honor, could I go into a breakout room with Miss Manarino? She's not busy.
Sure. Michelle, can you do that? Well, hold on. Before you put Angela in, Angela, I've got Mr. Anderson that's just coming in. Is there an offer on his file?
Yeah, Mr. Batar and I worked that one out, so he should be good to go with the plea on that.
Okay. All right.
That's
And
correct.
Dan's there. Okay. All right. Michelle, Angela and Jeff in a breakout, please.
Thank you.
And Mr. Batar, your appearance for Mr. Anderson.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Dominic Anderson, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Anderson. What's the deal?
Judge, he's going to plead guilty to the retail fraud. It'll be 4 months delayed under 771.1.
Thank you. Is that correct, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand your rights and options?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, tell me, what merchandise did you try to take from a store in Van Buren Township on October 30, 2019?
Grocery item, just food and grocery items
What store?
from the Myers.
All right. And Mr. Batar, I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied as well, Your Honor.
Meadow Springs, a good address for you, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, Your Honor.
And phone number for you.
734-301-8361.
Thank you. Hey, Jim, I'm going to have Michelle put you in a breakout room with Mr. Wright. I explained the offer to Mr. Wright, and Mr. Wright's got a pretty crazy story you might want to listen to because you might change your deal after, or you change your offer after you hear the story.
Okay, I will. Sorry about that, Judge. That's,
No problem.
I was
Matt
glad to
came
be able
in.
to.
Yeah, Matt came in to try to save you.
Yeah, I came in to pinch hit.
Yep. All right. So Michelle, if you can put Mr. Mena and Mr. Wright in a breakout room, please. Mr. Anderson, are you working now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where are you working?
I work at the Red Rooster, the pizza place.
All right. Full time?
Right now, just part-time. Because
Okay.
the weather, I'm trying to get back, more.
All right. You got anything else on your criminal history?
Nope, not at all. Besides,
All right. So what was going on October of 19 that you were stealing food at Myers?
well, I helped some friends move into a new place, and I I was drinking over there, and there's no food there, and pretty much me and the female I'm friends with, boyfriend, pretty much got sent up to the store and pretty much got talked into filling the cart up with groceries. I'm walking out.
All right. So you were doing hunter gathering.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mr. Bowditch, anything else before I assess terms?
You mean Mr. Bitar, Judge?
Or Mr. Bitar, I'm sorry.
No, Judge, I think he pretty much summed it up. That's it.
All right. So I'll go along with the delayed sentence, 4 months. Court costs are assessed the amount of $250. I can do a monthly payment plan or I can do a 30-day due date, whatever works for you, Mr. Anderson.
Monthly payment.
How much?
I'd say maybe.
Dominic, can you pay 50 a month?
Yeah, that should work.
You sure you can do 50?
That shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. When can you start? Can you start by the 16th of April?
Yeah.
That gives you 2 weeks.
Okay. That should
All right.
work.
So honor before the 16th. Get that started. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Good luck, Dominic.
Thank you.
All right. On Mr. Gardner's file.
Yes,
sir.
Your Honor. Your Honor, Matthew Zick for the people. Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Gardner is prepared to tender a plea on the delayed sentence of 771.1 for 3 months. When he successfully completes that program, people would move to return the item seized, the knife, to Mr. Gardner.
Mr. Gardner, is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. All right. And Michael Drive, a good mailing address for you?
Yes, sir.
And how
Well,
much?
currently it is not. I do not stay there, but I can get an address, or I can get an address. That's okay. Like call back because I don't have an address to have anything shipped to right now.
All right. What I'm going to ask you to do is go to the 34th District Court website.
Mm-hmm.
You can email communication to us and just email that you were supposed to provide a good address and it'll make it into the file.
Okay.
Okay. How about a phone number?
734-945-8257.
All right. So tell me about this fire. What was the deal?
Our chimney had caught on fire, and it was over time. Animals had put stuff in around the chimney, and it just caught on fire. And the night before, it just happened. I was going to work, and I had to take all my stuff out of my room, and ended up putting all my stuff in my bag, which I was explaining I have a knife collection, and that was in there. And I took it all out, and I just missed that one because I also use that as my work bag. So I went through to work in the morning at 6 a.m., went through no problems. Then I went out to my car for lunch, and then I went back through, and then that's when they seen it. And I had no idea that it was in there.
So who do you work for?
I did work for Metro, but they had seized my ID at the time.
Sure. All right. So what's the knife that you're getting back?
It is a Springfield knife. It is a bench made. It's a $500 knife.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Anything else you want me to know?
No, sir.
You got anything on your record as far as misdemeanors or felonies?
I am currently taking care of a misdemeanor case right now, which that is supposed to be suppressed. It was supposed to be taken care of yesterday, but the attorney was not ready, so it's pushed to next week, and that should be off my care.
Where's that at?
Washtenaw.
Okay, what's the charge there?
It's a misdemeanor. It was an OWI, but it wasn't. It was a swab test, which they said I was high leaving work, which I wasn't. So that's what we're trying to get suppressed.
Gotcha. Okay. Court costs $250. Can you pay it within 30?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Nope.
You're all set.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Matt, I got one more for you if you're willing. Ms. Torres was a disorderly person from the airport on August 10.
Yes.
The offer was, Mr. Zick, the offer was double parking, $300, and Ms. Torres wanted a chance to explain the situation.
Okay, I'd be happy to meet with her.
Ms. Torres, we're gonna put you in the breakout room with Mr. Zick from the airport.
Your Honor, I wasn't successfully placed into a breakout room with Miss Manarino.
Oh,
I
okay.
went into a breakout room. There's somebody in there I didn't know, so I left.
All right, just put him in breakout number 8 or something. We'll try it again.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mena, are we ready on Mr. Wright's file?
We are, Your Honor, and I think we have a resolution that the court would be willing to do. I just, what he will do is plead responsible to double parking. We'll waive the fine on the double parking citation. He'll just pay the $7 restitution to the court.
Oh, we can do that. Mr. Wright?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Jim, did you talk about how he can get that $7 paid?
I explained to him the options that there was online, but there's a fee associated with that. If he could just have maybe 30 days to mail the check in to the court. I think
Yeah, how about if we figure out how to, I don't want one of my clerks wasting their time on $7. Can you get it right to the airport?
If he wants to send it right to Detective Nays, N-E-H-S, Detective Joseph Nays, N-E-H-S at the Wayne County Metropolitan Airport, I'll make sure that they get it over to them. That way your clerks start having to deal with it.
Thanks.
Very good.
Appreciate
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, sir.
Enjoy your day.
You as well, Mr. Wright.
Have a good Easter.
Yeah. Did we entertain you this morning?
Oh, this was very enjoyable.
Well, our show's open just about every morning.
Awesome. You did a good job, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. I was watching his face as we were dealing with things. I thought he found it pretty enlightening. Mr. Hills, I just wanted to let you know that we've got you. Mr. Bowditch is dealing with another matter right now. So we'll get you started when we're ready for your file.
Judge, I don't see anything else on the docket after 11.
No.
If you need me for anything, you can just text me.
I don't think so, Dan, but we'll let you know. Anderson,
we did the plea on Anderson.
We just did. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing a bunch of no-shows, so we'll find you if we need you. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Jim, good to see you.
All right. Good seeing you, Dan.
And Mr. Bowditch, I told Mr. Hills that you were otherwise engaged and we'd get him started as soon as we were ready on that trial.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right. All right, People versus Derek Hills, appearances, please.
Angela Mandarino on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Hills.
Your Honor, is the complainant in the waiting room?
Oh, no, all right. You threw me when you said you were ready. No, I don't have anybody else in the waiting room that's on a
All right,
counterfeit.
I'm gonna give her a call real quick and see if I can get her to sign on.
Sure.
Call from
Mr. Zick, I'm assuming we're waiting for Ms. Torres to come out of the breakout room.
We are, Judge. We're waiting for her to come out of the breakout room.
Thanks. Michelle, can you kick Ms. Torres out of the breakout room? All right, Ms. Torres, did you come up with a resolution?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the civil infraction, and he said that maybe we can do something about the fines and costs.
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Zick. She's going to plead responsible to double parking. My understanding, she's going to make a request regarding fees and cost. As you know, we take no position on that and leave that up to the discretion of the court.
All right. So tell me the story, ma'am, so we can talk fines and costs.
Okay, the week we went to Tampa, was bringing my son's body back home, and
Stop right there. Your son, what happened to your son?
he was murdered in Tampa, Florida. And I was bringing my son's body home. My doctor had prescribed me a sedative. My husband and I had missed our flight, so we were on standby seats. Normally we sit together, but he was in the back of the plane, I was in the front of the plane. I had had a cocktail, but I didn't realize with the sedative, it was going to make me very tired. As I was getting off the plane, my husband could see me, but he couldn't get to me. I fell into these two girls because I just passed out or whatever. And they swung on me because I don't know. I watched the video and you could just see them hitting me. Well, the police, Metro police came and they put all of us in handcuffs, and they saw the video. They said, we understand, but because of this being in the airport, we're giving everybody, these two girls, I think they were arrested. I had gotten this ticket, and my husband explained the situation to them, and they said, we understand, but unfortunately this is the way it is. And when you go to court, you can fight the ticket. And my husband said he could see everything. He just couldn't get to me fast enough. So
Right.
he picked me up. They put me in a wheelchair and walked me to the end of the entrance. And then we proceeded on. I don't remember too much, as I say, but I watched the video and I see that. So I understand that the courts have to do what they have to do, sir. It was just a really, really rough day for me. And
I can
so,
only imagine, Ms. Torres. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years plus, and a lot of the times I have to do things that I don't like to do.
I understand.
But once in a while I get to do things that I do like to do. So
Yeah.
your fines and costs are zero, and my deepest condolences for the loss of your son.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Any luck, Angela?
No, Your Honor, I've spoken with the complainant several times on this matter, but when I tried to reach her this morning, her phone goes straight to voicemail and her voicemail box is full. But I did email her the subpoena with the Zoom login information for your courtroom.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, her notice said she was supposed to be in Zoom by 10:45.
The subpoena I sent her said 11, but
Okay. Yeah, that's right, because she didn't get a notice, she got a subpoena.
yes.
Jeff, I'm inclined to give her a few more minutes to show up, just like I would give Mr. Hill a few more minutes to show up. So let me take care of some other business. And Mr. Mena, I think we're done with you. Everybody else I've got from you, I put it in a no-show pile.
Okay, if you do need us, Judge, just let me know. I'll hop back
Thanks.
on.
Thanks. And tell Matt, thanks for pinch hitting.
Yeah, thanks, Judge. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
All right, so let's just give it a few minutes, see what happens.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, I can't hear anything. Is everything okay? Yeah, I know. I see the prosecutor, but I can't hear anything. Is there anything being said? Okay, thank you. Bye.
Derek,
Yes?
you're fine. I can see you. I can hear you.
Oh.
We're fine. We just have to wait
Okay.
for the alleged victim to appear.
I understand.
Good.
How's your day going, by the way?
Oh, it's
Good.
going just fine. But as far as you're all connected, you're all set. We're muted on this end. So that's why nobody's talking.
Okay. I got you.
And
Thank you.
Judge is probably going to wait about another 5 minutes.
Okay.
That'd be my guess. If you want, you can
Okay.
you can mute yourself, Derek, if you want. I'm gonna.
No, I'm fine. I'll just stand by.
All right. If you need me, just give me the high sign.
Okay, will do. Thank you. All right, I am ready for appearances on the Derek Hills matter and a motion from the defense.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angela Manarino on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Hills. Defense is ready to proceed, Your Honor. If there is no alleged victim in this matter, we would ask for the matter to be dismissed.
All right.
No
And
objection.
Go ahead, Mr. Manarino.
I have no objection, Your Honor. I have no explanation for where the complainant is. As I've indicated, I've spoken with her several times before today. I've tried to call her this morning. Her voicemail is full and her phone is off.
Got it. Mr. Hills, I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. That means the prosecutor could recharge. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Be safe, all.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Hills.
You're welcome. Be safe, everyone.
All right. We done, Judge?